Welcome to Where's Waldo. This is part 3. Now I'm trying to give you some pretty good hints here. I was going to start in Fort Myers and make you guess where I ended up, but the video turned out to be really long, so I'm going to cut to the chase here. This is a place where we love to spend a lot of time. It's in a campground in Key Largo. We bought a lot here and put an RV on it and love to come down here and hang. So this Where's Waldo is taking place somewhere in the Florida Keys. And I'll give you a hint. We are in Key Largo right now, which is mile marker about 101.2. And we're going down to a little bit south of Islamorada. So as you get the rest of the clues together, bear in mind that we're going down US 1 about 30 minutes from here. Favorite type of places, an historic site. Now again, this is a place that you can only get to by boat. So I'm not riding my bike today. And we're going to put the boat in. And it's not a real long run from where we are putting the boat in to where we're going to go, and that's what you're going to be guessing. And I don't know if you can get a clue. If you look at the water, it's very pretty here. That might give you a clue as to where we are. Remember, we're south of Miami. We went over a bunch of bridges to get here. And there's another bridge up ahead. So, I'll get back with you when we get to now on the dock. We parked the boat and we climbed up the dock. I'm going to pan around for just a minute so you can get a better look of where the island is in relation to the mainland. So here we go. Zoom a little bit. See the bridge. You can see the mainland over there. So we're not too far away. I'm going to keep going around here. So you can see. So you have Florida Bay on one side, hint, hint, and the Atlantic Ocean on the other. All right, we're starting on the trail. I love trails. I guess you figured this out by now. I'm going to go through here and show you a sign. And the sign talks about not taking things from state property. So this is a historic site. All right, I'm going to walk along here a little bit further, and you're going to see a sign. And I want you to try to keep in mind, like, how wide this trail is, which is not very wide, maybe 2 or 3 feet. And here's a sign, and if I zoom in on it, you can probably read it. So it's got arrows pointing towards Town Square. So we're going to head over this way and check out the town square. Okay, this is Town Square, guys. I'm going to read what's on this little plaque here about it. The concept of a town square is actually derived from an ancient Roman design. In those early days, it was referred to as the Forum. Important government buildings such as courts of law and offices were built around it, and market stalls were sometimes set up inside. It was the center of the city. It's where people met to conduct business. It was a place to meet friends, hold meetings, and discuss special events. So this is the town hall, town square of this historic site where I'm at right now. And it's very... Now we're at another intersection. This is the intersection of 2nd Street and Center Street. And if you take a look here, there's Center Street, and we're on 2nd Street. We're going to keep moving straight forward because there's this sort of weird looking thing here I want to check out. It looks like a pit. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what the sign says. This expands to the town square. In front of you is a large, deep opening. At this time, we honestly don't know what it is. Several experts have speculated about it, but it's still a mystery. So if you have any ideas, let me know. All right, I'm going to read this directly from the little placard that's here. This is going to give you some good clues. In front of you is what remains of the largest building on the island and the hub of the Hausman's wrecking activities. A large cistern existed beneath the three-story building that was topped with a cupola. During Hausman's days, salvaged goods were stored here. Archaeological investigations have yielded fragments of china glass, clothing, and much more. There is also strong evidence that proves this structure was used again and again throughout the decades. Woo! Okay, this is Jacob Hausman's grave. On May 1st, 1841, while attempting to board a wrecked ship, he slipped and fell between the hulls. He was crushed to death. Mrs. Hausman brought his body back to his home for burial. All right, now, we are standing in front of what at one time was the Hausman house. Doesn't look too impressive right now, but listen to what it used to be like. It was a large and elegant mansion with 2 stories and a cupola for watching the sea for wrecks or returning husbands. Like many structures built on this island, it had a stone foundation on which a larger wood frame house was built. And as you can see now, all that remains is a stone foundation. 200 years ago, you would be at the same height as the Perrine's cupola and the 3rd story of Hausman's warehouse. Today you can see Alligator Lighthouse. That's a great clue. I don't think you can see on this video, but it is right out there. Alligator Lighthouse in the distance marking the reef where dozens of ships ran aground and required assistance east. Below is the approximate location of Hausman's successful store, which grossed over $30,000 in 1 year in 1830. Okay, now this is important. This is the place where Dr. Henry Perrine lived. Although no remains are left, artifacts found on the beach have established that the house in which the Perrine family lived stood here at the water's edge. Throughout the area are Spanish bayonet plants. Those are these things here. The direct descendants of a prickly fence that had been carefully planted by Dr. Perrine. The house was 3 stories, topped with a cupola, making it the 2nd tallest structure on the island. Much of what we have about this place comes from the writings of 2 of the 3 Perrine children who lived here at the time. And as an FYI, when I was here for my first time a few years ago, we were on the observation tower and we met one of the descendants of the Perrine family. Quite exciting. Okay, that wraps this up. We're walking back to where we started. I wanted to do a little recap. First of all, we left Fort Myers. It took us about 3.5 hours to get to our place that we have down here, about another 30 minutes to get from where we live to this place. And I want you to look up the names, Jacob Hausman, and I think it's Charles Perrine or Henry Perrine, P-E-R-R-I-N-E. And then let me know what major bad event, something really bad happened here in 1840. Figure it out and you get 5 extra points. Thanks. Bye.